welcome back, cheer, welcome back. Right, so we've got some pickups. I'm gonna show you some pickups I've got over the past 3-4 months. So most of it is modern and Switch stuff, PS5. So haven't been doing a lot, to be honest. Started a new job and it's going quite well, and just been sorting myself out mentally, and I'm in a better place now than I was 6 months ago, so things are looking good. Sold quite a lot of retro, sold all my GameCube collection, got quite a pretty penny for that, so got myself a new gaming monitor for the PS5 and Switch. With that money, got myself a gaming desk and chair, and put the money to good use. Got a few of these games. So we have Riders Republic on the PS5. I've seen this on Vinted. I think it was about 12 quid posted. And it looks something I've been interested in for a while. So you got snowboarding, mountain biking, skiing, I think, wingsuiting through national parks. Looks absolutely class. Just thought that would be a bit of fun. So that was 12 quid, I thought I'd pick that up. Next up we have a game which I looked at gameplay footage at, which is the most nicest looking games on the PS5. And this come up, it's Kena Bridges of Spirit. It's labelled wrong by CX, so I think they give us a discount on that. I think it went up to 23 quid. I think I got it for 20. Not too sure, but I got it cheaper than it was. But that looks fantastic game, that. Just definitely worth a pick up there. Not sure if I showed this in previous videos, but I did pick up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm having a lot of fun playing this online with my friends. My 2 friends. Seen this one on Vinted. I mostly picked it up because I watched a bit of gameplay footage and it did look really smart. Just like an indie game. I think it's like one of the best indie games released. But that's Stray. Obviously you play as a cat and you're going through underground tunnels and that. I think it aims to get to the surface from like a cyber city, but looks quite smart. I think I paid like 12-13 quid for that, so that's not too bad, to be fair. Next up we have a game which I got with credit, CX vouchers. It's Evil West. It's a bit like a GTA but in the Wild West. And you play as an American frontier. It looks quite good. It does look quite good. I've seen some gameplay. Some bits look a bit sketchy, with glitches and stuff. But I think if they patch that up, I think it'll be a top game, that. So that's Evil West. Another game I've added to the collection is The Medium. That's still in its cellophane, but that's a game I wanted to get tucked into, like a horror. It's like, well, it is a true dual reality horror game. Psychic abilities, explore the world. It's just like your basic generic horror game, so it's right up my street. Next up we have Dead Space. This is a game, when it got released and the trailer got released, I was like, I want to get on that. So I bought that, and I bought its counterpart, which is like a rip-off version. It's a Callisto Protocol. I did play this for about a couple hours, and I tell you something, I'm enjoying it. I know at the start it was quite difficult to like dodge from the enemies, but I think they changed it so you can like change the settings so it's a bit easier. But since they've changed a bit of the fighting tactics on it, it's quite a good game. A lot of people slate it, but I quite enjoyed it. So that's Callisto. Next up is God of War Ragnarok, a game I wanted to get on release, but I waited till CX had a few copies in and I jumped on it. I'm still currently playing through the first one, so I'm not going to start this till I finish the first one because I don't want to spoil it, to be honest, but I'm happy to have that. So most of these games are just paid with credit. I just trade all my old games. I've sold a lot of PS1 games on, sold a lot of GameCube, well, the entirety of my GameCube collection. Thought I would be gutted to see it go, but I think once it's gone and out of sight, you forget about it. You know what I mean? It's one of them. Like, if it's sat in front of you and you're thinking, do I sell, do I not? It's a hard choice. You just got to make that decision. Let stuff go. Because it was just sat on the shelf for me, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to let it go to someone who's going to play them. And he was happy, I was happy. We come to a deal, and you know. Next one, Chernobyl Light. So that's like obviously Chernobyl. Chernobyl Light is a science fiction survival horror RPG. So if you're into RPGs, this will be right up your street. Set in the hyper-realistic 3D scanned wasteland of Chernobyl. So obviously you're going through the Chernobyl with the radiation. You've got a radiation scanner, so you're checking up if radiation's picking up. And obviously it's obviously like a story about something, but I don't really know. It says to investigate the mysterious disappearance of his fiancée 30 years prior. So, you know, a bit similar to Silent Hill, where it's a horror game, but you're like trying to find your daughter or find someone in the game. So it's a bit like that. But see, when Silent Hill comes out on PS5, it's gonna be sick. A game I've seen, I don't know nothing about, but I bought it off the off chance that it looked quite good on the back. It's The Chant. So that's The Chant. There we go. 25 quid. Got your art book and that. But it looked quite good. So it's Jess Bryce joins the Prosimic Science Spiritual Retreat on a remote island to get over her past and move on with her life. A peaceful weekend soon turns to cosmic dread after a chant opens the gloom. A psychedelic dimension of terror that feeds off negative energy. To survive the horrors, you must do whatever it takes to uncover the island's weird cult history. So you're on an island and just weird stuff happens, I believe, like demons, monsters, and all that palaver. But it comes with a nice art book. Let's see. That's just something extra, isn't it? It's something nice to have, I suppose. You don't get that these days with stuff, do you? So that's The Chant, a special edition, worth picking up. So hopefully that's good. Next up was Oxide Room 104. So this is a game I've been meaning to pick up for a bit. I got it through CX vouchers yet again. It's like your horror game again. I'm a big sucker for a horror game. A terrifying experience inside an old motel Twisted Doctor holding you captive. You have choices, make the right ones to survive. A hideous creature is stalking you, waiting for your mistakes. So, I don't know if it's going to be one of these multi-choice picking games, but possibly. But that's Oxide 104. I'm a sucker for a game of golf, so I had to pick up Tiger Woods. PGA Tour, not Tiger Woods, PGA Tour 23. I have to say this is one of the more challenging games that I've played over recent years. It's quite difficult to get, well, it's quite hard to putt, let's put it that way. But I do enjoy a golf game. Next up is Hogwarts Legacy. So if you're a fan of Harry Potter, this game will be for you. You can pick all your dorms, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw. And I'm currently about a couple hours in, I'd say. But yeah, Hogwarts Legacy, brilliant game. Next up we have a couple of Dark Pictures games. This is the House of Ashes. There you go. These are like story driven, where you pick and it determines your fate. So then the next we have The Devil in Me. That's still sealed. Got that quite cheap, so yeah. Then we have a Steelbook and Resident Evil 4. The old Steelbook. Very nice that. I think it was a game exclusive for Steelbook, so I had to get it. Currently playing through this, to be fair. It's quite a difficult game, to be honest. I knew number 4 originally was quite hard. I wouldn't say it was hard, but you know, it was challenging at times. But that's quite challenging. Another horror game is Madison Possessed Edition. This is another of your horror games in your genre. So suffer the brutal torment of a demon, forcing you to continue a gory ritual. Madison is an immersive and terrifying first-person psychological horror game featuring disturbing gameplay and unsettling and compelling narrative. With help of your old camera, connect the human world with a beyond puzzles, explore your surroundings, and most importantly, survive. So that looks quite terrifying if you sat in your bedroom with headphones on a night. Next one is A Plague Tale Requiem? God knows. I've played the first one and I quite enjoyed the first one, with all the rats and that stopping your path, and you've got to find a way around it by like setting fire to things and scaring away the rats and that. So that's the sequel. Hopefully get that played one day. Another one I've never seen before, but I seen it on Vinted and it was about, I think it was 10 or 11 quid, and it's another horror game. It's Phobia. St. Difna Hotel, whatever. So it's another. Check into this St. Dinia or whatever hotel, explore the hotel across different timelines and uncover the dark history of the financial cult. In your role, there'll be plans and twisted narrative full of puzzles, conspiracies and other horrors. So I'm gonna give that a go for a tenner, 10, 11 quid. So, and last PS game we have Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy. So obviously I've got the Avengers, got Spider-Man's, and I thought I'm gonna give this a go. I've never seen any of the films or movies of this, but you know, we'll give it a bash. Yeah, I think that was only about 10 quid off Vinted. I always buy games on Vinted because you can get them for a steal. 2 Switch games I've added is Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD, which originally was on the Wii, I believe. I got that off, I think that was Facebook Marketplace for £20, and it still goes for over 30 in shops, so that was a bargain. And Smash Strikers League, Battle League Football, I picked that up for 22, and that still goes for a pretty penny on eBay and CX. So 22, not a bad shout. So that's it. That's all my pickups for the past God knows how long. I'm not really buying a lot no more. Don't really collect as such no more. I just pick modern stuff up now and again. I'm not dabbling into retro anymore. All that ship's sailed, I'm afraid. It's onwards and upwards. Obviously it's going to be PS5 and Switch stuff from now on, so I might dabble in a bit of retro around car boot sales and charity shops and stuff like that. That's just for like trading in fodder. But I've still got all my PS2 collection, still got a few PS1 games to sell, but yeah, again, I've still got quite a lot on the Swap Shop. Took pictures on and put them on Swap Shop, so if you take a look on there, you'll be able to see what I've got for sale. Because I know a couple of lads wanted a few items, but in the end they changed their mind. So the stuff's still for sale on there if you want to check it out. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.